Okay, let me unpack this Michael Lombardi situation at UNC because, honestly, it's a masterclass in how modern scandals unfold, and why we should all be paying attention. Here's the quick setup. Lombardi, the general manager of UNC football, is on paid leave while the university investigates allegations from a former employee. His lawyer claims it's all baseless gossip ruining his name. But here's what cracks me up. This exact scenario plays into the worst parts of our cancel culture playbook. Let me explain why this isn't just about one person's reputation, but a symptom of a much bigger problem in sports and corporate America. First off, the fact that Lombardi's still getting paid while suspended is already a plot twist. Normally, when someone's accused of something serious, they are shown the door immediately. But UNC's approach: we'll keep paying you to stay home, but don't talk to anyone. From my perspective, this isn't about fairness, it's about damage control. They are buying time to quietly gather info before the story spirals out of control. And honestly, that silence is what kills me. The lack of transparency from UNC is creating a vacuum, and guess what rushes in? Speculation, rumors, and hot takes. Social media becomes this digital court of public opinion where the trial ends before the investigation even starts. Now, let's dissect what Lombardi's attorney is saying. The line sullied by baseless statements is classic crisis management. But here's the thing: when you're in the public eye, denial isn't just a legal strategy, it's a PR weapon. What many people don't realize is that this rhetoric isn't about proving innocence, it's about controlling the narrative. The lawyer isn't defending Lombardi's actions, he's attacking the credibility of the accuser and the process. And while that might protect his client's reputation in the short term, it also raises a deeper question: who gets to decide what's baseless when the investigation hasn't even concluded? This is the paradox of modern accountability. Accusations become headlines before facts even hit the paper. But let's zoom out. Why does this matter beyond UNC's football program? Because this exact dynamic, paid leave, vague allegations, social media frenzy, is becoming the default script for workplace conflicts in high-profile industries. A detail I find fascinating is how often these HR complaints stay hidden until they explode into public view. It's not just about Lombardi, it's about power structures in college sports. Think about it: UNC's football team is a billion-dollar machine, and yet the entire operation hinges on how they handle internal grievances. One complaint can destabilize everything. What this really suggests is that college athletics aren't just about athletes, they're about managing egos, money, and reputations at a scale that's almost impossible to control. Here's where I get cynical: this story will either blow up into a national controversy, or quietly vanish, depending on what the investigation finds. But the pattern is predictable. Institutions like UNC prioritize their brand over transparency. Employees feel silenced until they are not. And the public? We're left with half-truths and performative outrage. Personally, I think the bigger issue is how we, as fans and consumers, enable this cycle. We demand instant answers in cases that require nuance, and we treat reputations like currency to be traded. So whether Lombardi's guilty or not, the real scandal is the system that turns human resources into a PR nightmare. What do you think? Should these investigations be more open to the public? Or does that risk turning every workplace drama into a viral circus? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're as obsessed with this as I am.